Hey fourth graders, our next assignment that we're going to be completing in our Oregon Trail unit is our Oregon Trail journals. So these next couple slides that you see will be about how to complete them and the expectations that I have set for you. So the objectives that you need to be doing is you will demonstrate an understanding of the life of the immigrants that traveled the Oregon Trail through daily journal entries. You're going to be working as a team to complete these. You will also be demonstrating an understanding of journal entry format. You need to be using correct spelling and proper grammar usage through each journal entry. And finally, you will demonstrate an understanding of how to use Google Drawings through the completion of your team's entries. So, for your journal entries, you will be creating 8 total. You will be describing what they were enduring throughout their travels. You're going to be using the information that we've done through the past couple readings in order to complete these. So take what you've read and apply them to each entry. Each team member will complete 2 entries since there are 4 of you and we need 8 total. Once you've completed all 8 of your entries, you need to print them off to our GreenPod printer and go ahead and use the materials on the back table to bind them together in some way. Please remember that back then they did not have staplers, so no, you may not take the stapler off my desk to use it. Also, you'll be using Google Drawings like I've already said, and take what I taught you on how to use Google Drawings and make it your own. Be creative with this. You don't want to have all of your entries to look the exact same. You don't want your entries to match another team's entries. So work with just within your team to create something that demonstrates your knowledge of what you've learned the past couple weeks, or days, I guess. Over here on the side right here, you see the rubric. This is how I will be grading your final journal entries. So first off, do you have all 8? There will be 1 point per entry that you write. Each entry needs to have a date at the top of the entry. Use the format that I taught you on how to write journal entries to create this. Make sure that each date is different. One team member cannot write something that happened on the same day that another team member has already done that. With that being said, make sure when you bind them together that they are all in order, from the first date to the last date or the most recent date. Each page will have correct grammar. That's why it's 8 points, because you have 8 pages. Same with spelling, and same with correct use of paragraphs. Each page will be graded on correct grammar, spelling, and paragraphs. So make sure to get all 24 of those points, that each page follows those. Hand-drawn pictures you see there, it's only worth 4 points because I only need 4 entries to have hand-drawn pictures, which means since there are 4 team members, each team member will draw 1 picture. One teammate may not draw all 4 pictures. Now, I do know that we have some artists in the classroom. They may not draw your pictures for you. That is not the expectation. Do your best, make it your own. That's what makes it creative. Well, they has to be bound together, which is 5 points using the materials from the back table that you see. And lastly, you'll be giving 4 points for group participation. Make sure you're using that good group language, talking nicely to one another, and that everyone is participating. Here's an example of what an entry may look like. Now, however, you may write in cursive. That is fine. If you don't feel comfortable, you do not have to as well. This entry you can see is not legible. You can't read it. But it is an example of how a journal entry could look. So keep that in mind as you go through. This one does not include pictures, so make sure that yours do at least 4 of them. Last thing I have for you is, where can you find these instructions if you need a reminder of what to do, or you want to see the rubric again before you turn it in for your final grade? So the first thing you need to do is go to the Sites Elementary website page. You all know how to do that. It's bookmarked on Google Chrome on your ThinkPads. You're going to click on 4th grade. It's the tab across the top. It's farther towards the right. Then once 4th grade page pops up there, you'll see Miss Kilty, Miss Gibson, and myself. Please click on Mrs. Peterson. On that, you'll see the next step is there's a folder that says Social Studies. Click on Social Studies. And then finally, within the Social Studies folder, you will see the Oregon Trail link. Once you click on that, it'll automatically take you back to this video. So if you need these again, ask a group member if you don't remember how to find it. Otherwise, I'd be happy to help you. I look forward to seeing your guys' journal entries and on all the different ways you can be creative. Good luck, fourth graders.